Austrian Africans, my German Africans, my Holland Africans. King Kong consciousness is here. The doors will open up today in Rotterdam, Netherlands at 5:30. The doors will open up today in Rotterdam, Holland at 5:30. Program begins at 6:30. Program begins at 6:30. King Kong consciousness will take the stage at 7. Doors at 5:30. Program at 6:30. King Kong at 7. Tomorrow, Brussels, Belgium. Are you ready? Tomorrow, Brussels, Belgium. Are you ready? Tomorrow, September 3rd, anniversary of Frederick Douglass's escape from slavery in Baltimore, Maryland. September the 3rd, anniversary of Frederick Douglass's escape from slavery in Baltimore. The reason I am live, it is 10:30 a.m. here in Rotterdam. It is 10:30 a.m. here in Rotterdam. It is 10:30 a.m. here in Rotterdam. And I had to go live because I just heard about the shooting death. I had to go live because I just heard about the shooting death. I had to go live because I just heard about the shooting death of our 21-year-old daughter, Sister 𝚂𝚗𝙱𝚁, in Ohio. I want to send heartfelt condolences, sympathies, and support to Black Ohio family, my Ohio Africans. I stand in solidarity with my Ohio Africans and with the family and community of that 21-year-old young lady, a mother of 2 sons, 6-year-old son, and I believe Sister 𝚂𝚗𝙀 leaves behind a 3-year-old son, 2 Black boys, forever traumatized by their mother's senseless and unnecessary death, shot and murdered, pregnant with the little girl. Shot and murdered, pregnant with the little girl. Shot and murdered, pregnant with the little girl. She died, and her unborn daughter also died. Think about that for a moment. Let's process that. An unborn African princess murdered by the police before she exited her mother's womb. How is that possible? An unborn African princess murdered by the police before she even exits her mother's womb. Accused of shoplifting. Unproven crime. There is no proof she stole anything. No proof she stole anything. No proof she stole anything. But the police shot her dead within 30 seconds of the confrontation. Shot her dead within 30 seconds of the confrontation. Murdered by an accusation of shoplifting. Murdered by an accusation of shoplifting. If she were white, they would have let her go. Police are arguing. She started to take off, and she was going to run him over. Well, get out the way. You don't get ran over. If she was white, they would have just got out the way and let her take off. If she was a white woman, everybody knows 𝚂𝚗𝙀𝚁𝙀 would still be alive. If she were a snow bunny, if she were a bunny, there is no doubt in anyone's mind on this planet, if she was a 21-year-old snow bunny, The officer never draws his weapon. She takes off and they let her go. The fact she would have taken off as a white woman would have been proof enough for the police that she was innocent. If a white woman would have taken off in front of the police after being accused of stealing without proof, they would have let it go. They would have took that as a message she was innocent. The situation would have ended right there. But because she was black, and because President Joe Biden has made it clear he's not going to do anything about police genocide against Africans, because the U.S. Congress has made it clear they're not going to do anything against police genocide of Africans, because the Congressional Black Caucus, the NAACP, the Urban League, the Black Church, Attorney Benjamin Crump, they're not going to do anything. Benjamin Crump will collect money, but he's not going to fight for no changes in the law. He don't care about that. He just wants money. So they're killing our pregnant daughters now. It's not always about race. I'm going to block you because that's the most ignorant thing I've ever heard in my life. I just blocked PlayStation Platinum. I just blocked PlayStation Platinum. And the reason I just blocked PlayStation Platinum is he claims it's not about race. I don't know if you're an idiot or you're just ignorant about American history. I don't know if you're an idiot or you're just ignorant about American history. Everything is about race. America was built on racism, maintained on racism, sustained in racism. I have no patience in the 21st century. I have no patience, absolutely none, in the 21st century for a Negro who wants to be sympathetic to the very system that exterminates his people. I have no patience in the 21st century. I have no patience in the 21st century. Slavery began in the 15th century. The 15th century. We are now in the 21st century. 600 years after the start of slavery, and you got ninjas running around defending white people by trying to distract from the reality that everything in America is about race. Everything in the world is about race. Did not white people get a head start over everyone else on this planet by subjugating Africans, dehumanizing them, and exploiting their labor? Is that not how Europe took over the planet? Is that not how the white man got his head start? He didn't get his head start with intelligence. He didn't get his head start through hard work. He didn't get his head start through following his religious teachings. He didn't get a head start because his foreparents left him a wealthy inheritance. No, he got his head start by exploiting and subjugating Africans. That's how he got his head start. And you want to sit up here and defend. You want to sit up here and distract from racism as the major illness on this planet and the major cause of pain and suffering for African people. Racism equals pain. Racism equals pain. Racism equals pain. But getting back to 𝚂𝚗𝙕, our 21-year-old sister murdered by police in Ohio, August the 24th. I'm just learning about this here in Europe. I don't follow people on social media because most people are not discussing anything that I consider worth my time. I don't follow anybody on Twitter. I don't follow anybody on Facebook. I don't follow anyone on Instagram because most of you are not engaging in any serious, relevant dialogue about Black liberation. That's why my follower numbers is at 0. And it's going to stay at 0. I'm not following anybody on social media. Follow you for what? What are you doing that is relevant to Black liberation? What are you doing that is relevant to Black redemption? Me not following nobody is my protest, my silent protest that Black social media, 99% of it is a waste of time and energy. Black social media, 99% of it is a waste of time and energy. Black social media, 99% of it is a waste of time and energy. 𝚂𝚗𝙸𝙺𝚴, you are absolutely incorrect. 𝚂𝚗𝙸𝙺𝚴, you are absolutely incorrect. 𝚂𝚗𝙸𝙺𝚴, you are absolutely incorrect. There is no such thing as white guilt. I wish y'all stop defending your oppressor. I wish you all would stop trying to humanize your oppressor. Stop trying to make your oppressor look like they are sensitive to human suffering. White guilt. What white person ever told you they were guilty of mistreating Black people? You have never been told in your life by a European anywhere. You have never, ever, ever in your life been told by a European that they were guilty for what they did to a Black person. You are wrong. There is no such thing as a white guilt. White guilt is a concept religiously immature Black people invented to defend their slave masters from charges of narcissism and brutality. White guilt is a concept Black people invented to defend white people from charges of psychopathological racism and brutality. There's no such thing as white guilt. There's no such thing as white guilt. There is absolutely no such thing as white guilt. Please cut it out. Hop off my live. Cut it out or hop off my live. So 𝚂𝚗𝙸 and her unborn baby, that was an ancestor. 𝚂𝚗𝙸 and her unborn baby, that was an ancestor. They murdered a young Black woman and her unborn daughter over an allegation, unsubstantiated allegation of shoplifting. What did they claim she stole? What do they claim 𝚂𝚗𝙸 stole? From Kroger. From Kroger in Ohio. How much money does Kroger get from Black people? A whole lot. How much money does Kroger supermarkets make off Black people every year in America? I'm pretty sure it's billions of dollars. I'm pretty sure it's at least in the hundreds of millions of dollars. So Kroger, that makes hundreds of millions of dollars off Black people every year, couldn't do without a bottle of liquor. But I'm not even going to say that because there's no proof she stole the liquor. There's no proof she stole the liquor. But even if she did, so what? Don't y'all make enough money off Black people? Kroger supermarkets, don't you make enough money off Black people? So even if she took it, and I know she didn't because she said she didn't, and I have no reason to doubt my sister's word. I have no reason to doubt the young ancestor's word. If she said she didn't take the liquor, she didn't take the liquor. That's it. Police told her to get out the car. They didn't even say roll down the window. They just said get out the car. She had things to do. She was innocent and she decided to go on with her life. She was innocent and she decided to go on with her life. She was innocent and she decided to go on with her life. Had a white woman been innocent and decided to go on with her life, they would have said she was just exercising her constitutional rights. She was exercising her constitutional rights that protect her from unwarranted searches and seizures. Had a white woman driven off, they would have said she was exercising her constitutional rights that protect her from unwarranted searches and seizures. That's what they would have said. But because she was Black, and because white people think they have an unjustified divine authority to dictate the lives of black people. But because 𝚂𝚗 exercised her intelligence, constitutional right to drive off, because the Constitution protects her from unlimited searches and seizures, because she exercised her constitutional right to drive off, the police gets in front of the car. Why didn't he move out the way? He could have just moved out the way. If she was white, he would have moved out the way. If she were white, he would have moved out the way. But because she was black, and this country has made it clear, from Breonna Taylor to Ahmaud Arbery, to Philando Castile, Alton Sterling, from Eric Garner to Freddie Gray, to Sandra Bland, to Amir Pope, to Tamir Rice. This country has made, Trayvon Martin, this country has made it absolutely clear that black life has no value at all. And police have been given the freedom to execute Africans whenever they feel like it. These are the facts, and they are undisputed. Now, some Negroes are going to say, police told her to stop. Police told her to get out of the car. Why didn't she listen? Okay. If you want to argue she should have complied with law enforcement, make your argument. But let me tell you what you cannot argue. You cannot argue justifiable homicide. She was unarmed and not proven guilty of having committed a crime. If you've done nothing wrong, why must you yield to the police? If you've done nothing wrong, why must you yield to the police? She was innocent. Innocent and unarmed. Shopping while black. Shopping while black is deadly. We can't learn while black. We can't walk while black. We can't drive while black. And now we can't even shop while black. I have a 21-year-old daughter. I have a 21-year-old daughter. 𝚂𝚗 was 21 years old, same age as my daughter. Shot and murdered along with her unborn daughter. False allegations of stealing liquor from Kroger's. Why not let her go and arrest her later? Why do white police feel the need to execute justice on the spot? Why do white police feel the need to execute unproven, unneeded, unsubstantiated force on the spot? Because white people have a slave plantation complex. White people have a slave plantation complex. I said Caucasians have a slave plantation complex. They believe through conditioning. White people believe they have a divine right to rule blacks. Yes, they do. They absolutely believe they have a divine right to rule black people. And when we make excuses for white on black homicide, when we make excuses for police assassinations, we reinforce this right, this unwritten right that they think they have to rule over blacks. Those police are not going to go to jail. I seriously doubt it. They're not going to lose their job. The grand jury is not going to find grounds to press charges. You know why? Because as Frederick Douglass said, because as Frederick Douglass said, whose escape from slavery we celebrate tomorrow in Brussels, Belgium. As Frederick Douglass said, whose escape from slavery we celebrate tomorrow in Brussels, Belgium. Doors open up in Brussels, Belgium at 1:30 tomorrow. Doors open up in Rotterdam, Holland, 5:30 today. Doors open up at 1:30 tomorrow in Brussels, Belgium. Doors open up in Rotterdam, Holland at 5:30 today. Doors open up at 1:30 tomorrow in Brussels, Belgium. Doors open up today at the South Square Theater in Rotterdam. The South Square Theater in Rotterdam at 5:30 today. Europe, I am here. All European Africans are required to come to Rotterdam or come to Brussels. No excuses, Italian Africans. No excuses, British Africans. No excuses, French Africans. No excuses, German Africans. King Kong is here. If I can fly 6,000 miles, you can drive a few hundred. If I can fly 6,000 miles to come and build with Black Europe, you can drive a few hundred miles. If I can fly 1,000 miles to you, 6,000 miles to you, you should be able to drive a few hundred miles to me. Liberation is not convenient. Liberation is not convenient. Revolution is not convenient. If we want to be free, we will pay for that freedom. If we want to be free, you will pay for that freedom. The universe gives nothing for free. That's why in African culture, whenever we ask the spirit for help, whenever we call on the ancestors for support, we have to give the ancestors something. We have to give the Orisha something. We have to offer the Netters. We have to offer the Loa. We have to offer the Abusum. We have to offer the angels. You have to offer spirit to get from spirit. The universe gives nothing without a sacrifice. Black people have trouble understanding this. We have trouble understanding the fundamental universal law. Nothing is given without a sacrifice. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. If you want to live, you have to breathe. If you want to live, you have to breathe. If you choose to stop breathing, your life will end. If you choose to stop breathing, your life will end. Nothing is given without a sacrifice. If you want to eat, you have to chew the food. If you want to eat, you have to chew the food. Nothing is given without a sacrifice. If you want to have a baby, you must sustain the labor pains. If you want to have a baby, you must sustain the labor pains. Nothing is done without a sacrifice. You want fruit and vegetable, you have to cultivate the land and you have to sow the crop. You have to plant the crop. You have to nourish the crop in order for the crop to grow. You get nothing without a sacrifice. Black people want freedom without sacrifice. You want respect without sacrifice. You want liberty without sacrifice. You want emancipation without sacrifice. You want equality without sacrifice. Listen to me, Africans. I don't care if you're in Botswana. I don't care if you're in the Congo. I don't care if you're in Jamaica, Brazil, France, London, New York, Texas, Oakland, Florida, Georgia, Philadelphia, Detroit, Chicago, Barbados, Turks and Caicos. I don't care if you're in Liberia, Nigeria, Gambia, Lesotho, Togo, Benin, Madagascar, Malawi. I don't care where you are. You get nothing without a sacrifice. You get nothing without a sacrifice. Takaya, we should prove that Sister Takaya in Ohio did not die in vain. It is time to organize. It is time for mass Black organization. It is time for Black America to get organized. Choose its leaders. Demand a black tax so we can build up and protect ourselves. It is time to demand a black tax. Police who murder Africans must be approached. Police who murder Africans must be engaged. We must show the world. We must show the police. This planet will never again be safe for people who take African life. We must show them. We must show the planet. We must show the world. Anyone who unjustifiably takes African life will never be safe. But as long as there are no repercussions, as long as there are no consequences, the murders will continue. Rest in peace to Sister 𝚂𝚗𝙱𝚁 and her unborn daughter. Condolences to the sons. We need to do a fund for those two boys. We should make their life as easy as possible for losing their mother. We should make their lives as easy as possible for losing their mother. We have a Neanderthal on the line. We have a Neanderthal. We have a Neanderthal. We have a low vibrational cave dwelling organism. I want to go down to Florida for a minute. Do y'all remember Sister 𝚂𝚗𝙺𝚂𝚗𝚗, who was shot through the door by an old crusty snow bunny? Do y'all remember the case of Sister 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚗 in Florida, who was shot through the door by an old crusty snow bunny? Who remembers 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗? Who remembers the assassination, the execution of our young black mother? Another mother murdered. They killing mothers out here. 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗 shot through the door by an old white snow bunny attempting to retrieve her son's iPad. Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? And 5 months ago, the attorney's office, the district attorney said they did not have evidence to justify charging the old crusty bunny with murder. They said they didn't have enough evidence to justify charging her with murder. She shot that woman through a locked metal door, and they said the best they can do was manslaughter. She shot that woman through a locked metal door, called her children the N-word, told them to go get their mother, and yet the district attorney said they didn't have enough evidence to charge her with murder. Not second degree, not first degree. She's being charged with manslaughter. She's being charged with manslaughter. The old crusty bunny who murdered our sister 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗 in Florida, single black mother. She's being charged with manslaughter. Her trial begins November the 13th, 2 days after we honor Nat Turner for paying the ultimate price for black liberation. Nat Turner was hanged November the 11th. 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗 Snow Bunny Killer's trial begins November the 13th. I'm calling on Black Florida to pack out the courtroom. I'm calling on Black Florida to pack out the courtroom. I'm calling on Black Florida to pack out the courtroom. Start acting like you care about black life, because your life might be next. Start acting like you care about black life, because your life might be next. You better start acting like you care about black life, because your life might be next. Oh yes. Oh yes. No African is safe until every African is safe. No African is free until every African is free. Keep on being selfish, Black America. Keep on being selfish, Black Europe. Keep on being selfish, Black Canada. Keep on worrying about yourself and your children only, and y'all will be the next victims. Keep it up. We could keep on playing this selfishness game, acting like this is not about the race. Y'all could keep acting like this is about crimes against individual Black people. No, no, no. We are at war. African people globally are at war for survival. At war. They are murdering mothers, daughters, and unborn little girls. They are murdering daughters, mothers, and unborn little girls. Ohio, what are you going to do as a consequence of Sister 𝚂𝚗𝙗's murder? Because I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of seeing doll babies and candles. I'm sick and tired of seeing doll babies and candles and roses at execution sites, whether they be Black on Black crime execution sites or state-sanctioned police execution sites. But if all we're going to keep doing is putting candles, stuffed animals, doll babies, and roses at execution sites, it's going to be a very long 21st century for African people. It's going to be a very long 21st century for African people. It's going to be a very long 21st century for African people if y'all keep this up. Remember our brother Jalen Walker, who was executed by Akron police? That young man got riddled with more than 40 bullets. They said he shot a gun. That's a lie. Nobody shoots a gun and then puts it on a car seat and runs. If he had a gun, he would have ran with the gun. Jalen Walker, Akron, Ohio, rest in peace. Condolences to his family and community. We stand with Akron, Ohio. I forget where Takaya was from in Ohio. We stand with that community. We stand with A.J. Owens' community. But Jalen Walker in Akron, Ohio was riddled with over 40 bullets. All he did was run. Unarmed Black man riddled with over 40 bullets in Akron, Ohio. Not a single police officer was charged. Not a single police officer was charged. Not a single police officer was charged. Who puts down a gun and run? But our good brother LeBron James. Our good brother LeBron James, who I love and respect, good role model. He's not an activist, but he is a good role model. LeBron is not an activist, but he is a good role model. He said, I must pray for my city. LeBron, you should not have prayed for Akron. You should have took your ass to Akron. You should have demanded some meetings. You should have demanded some changes. You should have protested yourself. But because you're worried about your relationship with the white power structure, because you're worried about the relationship with the white power structure, you did nothing but prayed for your city. This is never going to stop until we are exterminated, unless we do something about it. This is never, ever going to stop until we are exterminated, unless we decide to do something about it. This don't stop. They're going to kill more pregnant little girls. They're going to kill more pregnant young Black women. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. And then you got these high estrogen, low testosterone, manosphere Negroes, utopian manosphere Negroes saying they don't care about black women. You got black men publicly advertising that they don't care about our sisters. If black men are going to publicly advertise that they don't care about black women, oh, this will never end. This will never end. The white media has made up their mind that they are no longer advertising police assassinations of Africans. American white media, they don't even cover police executions of black people anymore. It don't even make the CNN. It's not even a top 5 story anymore. It's not even a top 5 story anymore. We have to make an issue of this. We have to make a crusade of this. We have to make a cause of this. We have to make a movement of this. Black people have gotten comfortable with your own extermination. You are comfortable with your own genocide. You are comfortable with your own oppression. Black people care more about possessions than they do about life. Tell me I'm wrong. You care more about the things you own than the condition of black people. This is how hypnotized white capitalism has you. You care more about what you own. Buying things, owning things is more important for black people than freedom, justice, and equality. You don't care about freedom, justice, and equality. Black people don't give a damn about no freedom, justice, and equality. We care about how we look, how we drive, we care more about how we look, how we drive, how we dress, and how we drive are the 2 most important things to black people. How we dress and how we drive is more important than freedom to Negroes. How we dress, how we drive, where we eat at, where we party, you are white capitalism's stepchildren. Black people in European society. I don't care if you live in Germany. I don't care if you live in Ireland. I don't care if you live in Holland. I don't care if you are in the United Kingdom. I don't care if you're in Toronto, Montreal. I don't care if you're in Cape Town, Johannesburg. I don't care if you're in New Jersey, New York, Alabama, Chicago. Wherever we live in European society, we have been hypnotized by Caucasian capitalism. Caucasian capitalism has robbed black people of their humanity, their integrity, and their decency. I said Caucasian capitalism has robbed black people of our humanity, our decency, and our integrity. another black person was murdered by the police. How much you want to bet? Black people still going to the Kroger right now. In Ohio, that Kroger store should have been boycotted out of business. If they don't call the police, she doesn't die. If they don't call the police, she doesn't die. 𝚂𝚗𝙸𝙺𝚵 isn't dead because she drove off. 𝚂𝚗𝙸𝙺 is dead because Kroger called the police. 𝚂𝚗𝙸𝙺 isn't dead because she drove off. 𝚂𝚗𝙸𝙺 is dead because Kroger supermarket called the police. Boycott them out of existence. Boycott them out of existence. Sex is more important than life in the black community. Sex is more important than life. Sex gets more attention than life. Music is more important than life. Sports is more. Everything in black America is more important than saving black life. Black people want something for nothing. And let me say this about reparations. I know you don't want to hear it. Let me say this about reparations. I know you don't want to hear it. Yes, podcast interview. You can text me to schedule your podcast interview. You can text me to schedule your podcast interview. Yes, I do international podcasts. Yes, I do podcast interviews outside of the United States. Yes, I do podcast interviews outside of the United States. +1 215 989 9858. +1 215 989 9858. +1 215 989. What happened to the school? Classic Caitlin, I should block you. What happened to the school? I'm not even going to respond to that. I've already given FDMG renovation victory updates. I'm not even going to respond to that. I've already given FDMG renovation victory updates. You say black Americans are rich? $2 trillion is what we waste. We use none of that money to finance our liberation. Black women have already made up their minds. They are never going to stop wearing fake hair. Black women have already made up their minds. They are not going to reduce their $30 billion spending tab for beauty. Black women have already made up their mind. They don't give a damn who gets rich off their money. They don't give a damn. What black initiatives are not getting none of their money? They said weave and perm is more important than anything else. They will continue to spend 30. Black men have already said that $2 billion they given to Air Jordan is never going to stop. Black men said wearing Air Jordans is more important than creating jobs for black boys. Black men have already said wearing Air Jordans is more important than financing independent institutions. Black men have already made up their mind. Black men have collectively said my Air Jordans is more important than funding important projects in the black community. We are psychologically conquered. We are a psychologically conquered people. We are a psychologically conquered people. You know what I'm going to do when I get back to Philadelphia? Let me tell you what I'm going to do when I get back to Philadelphia. When I get back to Philadelphia, I'm going to get some t-shirts printed up. I'm going to get some t-shirts printed up, and I'm going to start giving them out to black people on the corner. And the t-shirt is going to say 2 words. The t-shirt is going to say 2 words. The t-shirt is going to say 2 words, and the t-shirt is going to say psychologically conquered. Psychologically conquered. On the front and on the back, two more words: white supremacy. We are a psychologically conquered people. I don't care how many Kwanzaas you celebrate. I don't care how many Juneteenths you celebrate with white people. I don't care how many marches and protests. We are a psychologically conquered people. Have you ever in your life heard of a people so oppressed, yet so docile? So oppressed, yet so docile. So oppressed, yet so docile. Because you are psychologically conquered. Black men have been politically castrated. Let's just be honest. Black men in European like I said, I'm talking Black Europe, Black Canada, Black America, Black Brazil, Black South Africa. We have been conquered by white power domination. White power domination has conquered the liberation spirit of Black people in European societies. Let's print up some psychologically conquered t-shirts and start giving them out. Every time you see a sister with a weave, give her a psychologically conquered t-shirt. Every time you catch a brother with a snow bunny, give him a psychologically conquered t-shirt. Every time you catch somebody listening to gangster rap, give them a psychologically conquered t-shirt. You said we can't save everyone? How about we aren't saving anyone? You said we can't save everyone, but we are not saving anyone. You said we can't save everyone. We are not saving anyone. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. Let me ask you a question, because most of you on this live consider yourselves woke. Most of you on this live consider yourselves conscious. Most of you on this live consider yourselves progressive. So let me ask you a question. What have you done for African people over the past 30 days to advance our liberation struggle? What have you done? I'm talking to every last one of you on the live right now. What have you done over the past 30 days to advance your people? Watching YouTube videos does not count. Watching YouTube videos does not count. What have you done over the past 30 days to advance the Black liberation struggle? Bonjour, my beautiful African queen. Bonjour, my beautiful African queen. Bonjour, my beautiful African queen. I hope to see you tonight in Rotterdam. I hope to see you tonight in Rotterdam or tomorrow in Brussels, Belgium. Brothers and sisters, you don't get something for nothing in this world. The universe will not help us until we help ourselves. I don't know why y'all think y'all going to get something without doing something. The universe is giving you nothing until you do something for yourself. The universe is giving you nothing until you do something for yourself. Black women, when are y'all going to organize to help Black girls? Black women, when are y'all going to organize to help Black girls? Black men, when are we going to organize to help Black boys? black men? When are we going to organize to help black boys? Because guess what? Playing the victim isn't going to change anything. We could keep on playing the victim, or we can get off our asses, weaponize our dollars, and start changing our reality. Weaponize black dollars. We must weaponize the black dollar. We must organize black lives. We must weaponize the black dollar. We must organize black lives. We must weaponize the black dollar. We must organize black lives. I need a massage. Do we have a masseuse? Do we have a masseuse in the Rotterdam area? That 7-hour flight pinched one of my nerves in my back. That 7-hour flight pinched one of the nerves in my back. Do we have a sister? Are there any massage therapists in Holland? Do we have any sisters who do massage therapy? Can one of my Amsterdam sisters drive up to Rotterdam? Can one of my Amsterdam sisters drive up to Rotterdam? Do any of my Rotterdam African queens have a massage table? Do any of my Rotterdam African queens have a massage table? I am in need of a back massage. The 7-hour flight sitting next to the snow bunny. The 7-hour flight sitting next to the snow bunny, it pinched a nerve in my back. The 7-hour flight next to the snow bunny pinched a nerve in my back. Do we have an African massage therapist in Rotterdam? I will pay. I will pay you for your service. Okay. I am a Leo. My heart and my back are extremely important to my life. I am a Leo. My heart and my back are extremely important. I don't need a wife right now. I need a massage therapist. I don't need a wife right now. I need a massage therapist. I don't need a wife right now. I need a massage therapist. What about Belgium? Do we have any Belgium African sisters with a massage table tomorrow? Do we have any Belgium African sisters with any Brussels massage therapists? Do we have any Black Power Brussels queens with a massage table? Do we have any Black Power Brussels queens with a massage table? If you are a masseuse in Holland or Belgium, if you are a masseuse in Rotterdam or Brussels, please send me a message. I will pay for your service. 1 hour deep tissue back massage. I don't need my legs touched. I don't need my arms touched. I don't need my head touched. I just need my back. Focus on the back of Black Power. I carry the whole freedom struggle on my back. Do we have a sister that can massage the pinched nerve out of my lower back? Maybe the snow bunny stuck me while I was asleep on the airplane with her plastic fork. Maybe the snow bunny stuck me in the back with her plastic fork during the airplane. I don't know what happened that 7-hour flight. I don't know what happened during the 7-hour flight. I was asleep. The bunny might have poked me in the back with her plastic knife. I don't know what happened. Was I poked in the back by the snow bunny on the 7-hour flight to Europe? I need a massage. I need a massage. I need someone to come to Rotterdam right now I'm talking to my Holland African sisters. I'm talking to my black queens of Netherlands. The leader of the Black Revolution needs a back massage. Will you deny King Kong? Will you deny King Kong? Brussels, Belgium, can I get a Black Power massage before the lecture tomorrow? Brussels, Belgium, can I get a Black Power massage? No, thank you. No, thank you. I do not want a snow bunny massage. That is nothing but Caucasian voodoo. I do not want a snow bunny massage. That is nothing but Caucasian voodoo. No, thank you. I do not want the hands of oppression rubbing on my melanin. No, thank you. I do not want the hands of oppression, the mother of oppression, rubbing on my back. No, thank you. My chakras will not respond to a cave-dwelling organism rubbing on my back. We will not do that. No cave bunny massages, no. My chakras will only respond to Black queen massages. My chakras will only respond to Black queen massages. I only want the Black woman touching my body. Only the Black woman. Some brothers, they can get a massage from another brother. I'm not one of those brothers. Some brothers can get a massage from another brother. I'm not one of those brothers. Some brothers can get a massage from another brother. I'm not. I don't want a man rubbing on my body. I'm just not okay with that. You may be fine. I'm not questioning your testosterone. I'm not questioning your testosterone. I'm not questioning your testosterone. I'm just saying for this African king, I'm just saying for this African king, I will never accept a massage from a man. Massages are too sensual, too spiritual. I just can't wrap my hands around a man rubbing on my body. I'm sorry. You might be okay with that, my brother. I'm not questioning your gangster. I am not questioning your gangster. But if a man walks in my massage room, I'm walking out. If a man walks in my massage room, I'm walking out. If a man walks in my massage room, I'm walking out. And if the sister's hands are harder than mine, I'm walking out because she may be artificial female. If a sister's hands are stronger than mine and harder than mine, I'm walking out because she may be artificial female. We are living in the age of the Transformers, rise of the beasts. We are living in the age of the Transformer, rise of the beasts. We are living in the age of the Transformer, rise of the beasts. Hit the Cash App. Let me see if anybody hitting the Cash App. Hit the Cash App for FDMG. I'm going to shout you out. $ FDMG School. Hit the Cash App. $ FDMG School. Hit the Cash App. $ FDMG School. Hit the Cash App. $ International Africans, hit the PayPal. My Amsterdam Africans, hit the PayPal. My Rotterdam Africans, hit the PayPal. My Brussels Africans, hit the PayPal. My UK Africans, my French Africans, my German Africans, my Italy Africans, my Spanish Africans, hit the PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy.